Hi everyone, Tristan here, wishing all of you a wonderful Testers Day and dedicating this quick video, a tester's guide to leading difficult conversations and some pro tips to help you avoid those unproductive ones as well. I'm dedicating this quick video to all of you solo testers out there, all of you that may have joined a new org recently with a ton of insurmountable tech debt, and or those of you that just finished a pretty blame-filled post-mortem, okay? So we're going to talk about 3 tips today: growth, planning, as well as visibility, and how those can help contribute to you proactively decreasing some of those difficult conversations that don't lead to productive results, y'all. So the first one I always want to go to, let's talk about growth, right? Growth starts with you, right? From my years of experience working with customers and global teams, I found that many times in QA, skepticism, being critical, it can breed for great quality software, but it can sometimes have a bit of a negative impact on one's ability to build more effective relationships with your software development teams, right? We have to ask ourselves, it starts with us first, right? Where is the last time you stopped and asked when you were contributing to the latest 2 a.m. Slack channel feud? When you didn't use your voice in a meeting for fear of retaliation, or you asked a dev to stay a few minutes after to do some pairing? These seem obvious, and some of us feel like we work in organizations where that culture is not permissible. Get out, y'all. We can always channel the same curiosity in our testing into our relationships and difficult conversations with our teams. And I celebrate difficult conversations, but they're not always proactive, right? So it's our character in those difficult conversations that define us, right? Character, or the willingness to accept responsibility for our own life. It's where the source of which self-respect springs. Joan Didion said that, and I stand by that. Ask yourself, how does my character as a tester stand up to the org's business requirements, the respect that I give my teams, and how I, in turn, want to be communicated to? Are you making time outside of your duties to build personal relationships with your teams, right? Do you know their work love language? Hear me out. Words of affirmation, authentic praise, acts of service, their birthdays, hobbies. These things seem little, but they're not. They're really, really not. And this gives you a foundation, y'all. Remember as well, ask yourself, where are my bugs? Have I tested myself recently in the same way that I test my teams during my peak frustration hours? Many arguments get heated, not because our opinions or perspectives are fighting, but because we fail to show that we care. And Adam Grant talks about this in leadership, thinking instead defending your position, work to deepen relationships with those you are fighting with, right? I'll go to my number 2. Planning. Planning, y'all. Planning. I've seen in past organizations a 27% reduction in churn of accounts when all are using tools to run their automated tests, and they do this in their first 90 days. What was the biggest factor? Planning. Bringing your devs in earlier into the discovery phase while creating great user experiences for them, in the same way that you would bring awesome user experiences for your customers. Sometimes shifting left is, well, it's earlier than you think, and can really help level set expectations and future-proof some of those unproductive and difficult conversations before you even complete your POC. Remember, to quote Edward Demings, a bad system will beat a good person every time. So when you're so focused on solving technical debt challenges, don't forget about human debt and the malfunctioning processes that can contribute. When is the last time you mixed up your planning sessions, right? Ask to be included in the process with your PO. You might even save some money on testing those features, having your QA there, y'all, because they might be there to remind you why you didn't need that feature in the first place. Sometimes the cheapest way to get your productivity forward is also your retro sessions. Prime opportunity, y'all. Mix up your hosting duties, right? Including your devs, getting them to host, right? It deepens their perspectives of the tester. These changes are free, and they can also help reduce unnecessary, difficult conversations and build more blameless post-mortem opportunities. Lastly, because I'm going over, I know, visibility. Visibility, y'all. So visibility, right? Despite growth and planning optimization, visibility, I found, is the most important testing ingredient. And when done properly, can contribute not just to reducing, if not done properly, can reduce velocity for your teams, can create more backlog, and, well, more of those 2 a.m. Slack channel feuds, right? Your devs and teams deserve better bug reports, y'all. This is you maybe writing your own template and including reproduction screenshots, right? Why you were testing, what was the outcome. Otherwise, what does it even really mean? Make your work visible, right? If you cannot see your work, Dominica Grandis says, how can you manage it, right? This is where cross-functional team sharing of your milestones and monthly reports, your dashboards with your favorite test management solutions, all of this helps make your work and your team's work more visible. Access to this kind of readily available data can help reduce confusions and unclear expectations in that next difficult conversation. This also helps you reduce time theft and optimize your workflow. So if you remembered nothing from this message today, y'all, just remember that clear is kind, unclear is unkind. And echoing Brene Brown, when is the last time that you were proactively clear and kind with not only your teams, but yourself as well? Remember that even if you are a solo tester, you are not alone, and you have a whole community to help you gain more tips for navigating more of those difficult conversations. I want to wish you all a happy Testers Day wherever you are. Ta-ta. Goodbye.